guys, grab your science book and your lesson check number 5, and we're going to talk about reduce, reuse, and recycling. And I have a brain pop for you right now, and then we're going to go over our lesson number 5.
Good job, Moby. We're doing our part to care for the environment. What is waste? Waste is anything you throw out and can't reuse. One person can throw away over 1,000 pounds of trash a year. Together, we make tons of waste. A lot of trash winds up in our landfills. Some waste is biodegradable, which means it breaks down in our environment naturally. A lot of waste is not biodegradable. It can cause a lot of problems and harm the soil, water, and air. But there's a lot we can do to help our environment. How can we reduce waste? When you reduce, you cut down or make something smaller. We can reduce by using less stuff and using only what we need. You can reduce how much water you use by turning the faucet off when you're not using it. A natural resource is something of value we get from the environment. Water, plants, animals, and soil are all natural resources. It's important to conserve or save our natural resources. Since natural resources power many of our homes and cars, we should reduce the amount of energy we use. We can turn off the lights when we don't need them. We can reduce the energy we use to cool our homes, and we can save energy by turning down the heater a little. We can also reduce waste by reusing items. How do we reuse? When you reuse something, you use it again and again. Items that you only use once are disposable and cause a lot of waste. It's much better to use items that you can use over and over again. Plastic bags can take hundreds of years to break down. We can use reusable bags instead. Instead of throwing away broken toys, you can fix them. You can also give away toys, books, furniture, and clothing you don't want anymore. Then they can be reused by other people. How do we recycle? When you recycle, you use materials from old items to make new items. You can recycle things like plastic bottles, cans, glass, paper, and even batteries. Aluminum cans and bottles can be recycled to make new cans and bottles. Steel can be recycled and used to make steel for buildings. Parts from old electronic equipment can be used to make new electronic equipment. The plastic from plastic bottles can be turned into rugs, shoes, clothing, and even playground equipment. Recycling saves energy and natural resources. When you recycle paper, you save trees from being cut down. It's important to care for our environment. We only have one planet, and it's up to all of us to take care of it. think you can take that uniform off now, Mooby.
Alright, now that we just watched that brain pop about recycling and stuff we can do, it says draw something you could put in the recycling bin. So something that is plastic, something that is metal, something that is paper. Well, of course, we can put in old graded papers maybe, or newspapers. There's a graded paper, you can have a newspaper. Plastic, my first thing that comes to mind are plastic water bottles. And they have like lines. Okay, that can be recycled. Alright, metal, something that is metal. Maybe aluminum foil. Foil is we use to barbecue and it's silver. And you can put that in there. I'm trying to think, I don't use a whole lot of metal. Yeah, foil. I wonder, aluminum. Okay, soda cans. That's a good one. Thing right there. Soda. Okay, that's what it's talking about, like aluminum or soda. Or how about a can? There. Like a can of green beans or beans. Okay. I think this would be a cool experiment for you guys to do at home. It says, how do materials break down? So you have these jars with a lid and just put pieces of leaves, food, and grass in the jar and add 1 spoonful of water and stir. Cover the jar and record your observations after a week. So what starts breaking down? So I think this would be a really cool experiment to do at home. If you do it at home, make sure your jar has a lid because I can only imagine that this would be stinky. Show me a picture, send me what it looks like if you guys decide to do this at home, because I think that would be a really fun experiment to do at home. Alright, we're going to read about pollution, and pollution is going to be one of our vocab words that we are going to be memorizing, because we are definitely going to have a test on this. So it says pollution. Sometimes Earth changes because of pollution. Pollution happens when something harmful is added to the land, air, or water. I'm going to stop really quick. So all I've heard is because less people are driving and less people are on the roads, is that the air pollution in California, especially Los Angeles, has gotten better because there is less going into the air. Okay? Pollution can harm people and other living things in the environment. The environment is everything around living things. So everything that's around us, because we are living things, is our environment. Many people work together to help the environment. They pick up trash. They help clean up polluted lakes, rivers, and oceans. They walk or ride bikes. This helps keep the air clean. I've been on a fun beach pickup day where you go and you pick up a whole bunch of trash and then you sit down and relax with your friends. The second half of that you're not allowed to do yet, but you will be able to do soon. But you can always go to the beaches and pick up trash, and but they shouldn't be too crowded because not a lot of people have been to the beach lately. Alright, it says right here, it says underline the sentence that tells what pollution can do. Okay, so let's go back up. Pollution can harm people and other living things in the environment. Okay, so it can harm, our trash can harm animals in the ocean, and so it's important that we always clean up after ourselves. And tell how people can help the environment. Well, they're helping the environment right there. Okay, they're helping by picking up trash and cleaning up after themselves. If everyone would just clean up after themselves, this wouldn't be, pollution wouldn't be, or trash wouldn't be so bad in places. Alright, go ahead and turn the page. Alright, reduce and reuse. First, we're going to look at this instrument here. Okay, this is an instrument this kid made. It says, tell what you could reuse to make the musical instrument in this picture. Well, if you look, it looks like a box. It looks like an old shoebox, and so he cut a circle out and then folded it up and then put strings over it. So he took something that you could throw away and made something else. I thought at first it was a tissue box. For a long time I always thought this was a tissue box. Anyways, reduce and reuse. All of the things people use come from the earth. The metal in the paper clip comes from rocks. Wow, isn't that so interesting? Paper comes from trees. We knew that. People can protect Earth by reducing the amount of things they use. Reduce means to use less. How can you reduce the amount of water you use? You can turn off the water while brushing your teeth. People can reuse things too. Reuse means to use it again. You can reuse paper by writing on both sides. Very good. Also, when we have stuff like I noticed you all have are these. What are these? Water bottles. So we reuse those. We just clean them out and reuse them so that we're not using plastic, right? Very cool. Recycling. A lot of trash cans now you have recycling, and you see this image like we had in the back of our classroom to recycle any water bottles that we had from lunch. It says recycle. People can recycle. Recycle means to change something so it can be used again. Paper, plastic, metal, and glass can be recycled. Some parts of this playground are made from recycled plastic milk containers. That's pretty cool. Look at this playground. So they took these containers, the gallon containers for milk, and then they melted it back down and helped make this playground. So cool. So up here it says, write what the boy in the picture is doing to take care of the earth. What is he doing with those containers, those milk containers? He is recycling milk containers. Very simple. Okay. And you guys can do that too. You guys are big enough now that you can start taking out the trash, and if there's recycles, you can put them in the recyclable. Now we're going to talk about the plants and animals that you're helping by reducing and reusing and recycling. Alright, so it says protecting plants and animals. How can people keep plants and animals safe? They can take care of plants and animal habitats. Trees are cut down for wood. A forest habitat changes when trees are cut down. Some animals might lose their homes. People can help protect forest habitats. People can plant trees to replace the ones that are cut down. Animals can make their homes in new trees. Okay? So look at, in this picture it says new trees can be homes for animals. So he's planting new trees. Even though they take a long time to grow, he's still changing and by replanting what he cut down. It says draw an animal that might lose its habitat when trees are cut down. So think about something that lives in a tree. I'm going to put them. What lives in a tree? All these birds. And they have little nests with little babies in them. But there are many other things that live in trees. We see them all over campus. There's squirrels, owls. There's a lot of animals that live in trees. Okay, I love talking about this page, and I'll show you why. I've always wanted to work here. A safe place. People build homes, stores, and factories. They build roads and parking lots. Plants and animals that live in the trees and on the land may have no place to go, so they're homeless. People can take plants and animals to a refuge. A refuge is a safe place to live. People cannot build on land that is used as a refuge. So, refuges take in these animals and give them a natural habitat, and people work here and protect them. What a cool job. I think some of you would be really good at that job. It says people can see plants and animals at a refuge. And look at how cool this guy is. It's a moose on the loose. I just think that's so cool. You could watch all these beautiful animals without interrupting their habitat. Okay, it says write how a refuge helps protect animals. So how do you think it protects animals? What does it give them? It gives them a safe place to live. Okay, so refuge is really important to animals who lived in the forest that their trees were cut down. Bum, ba, bum, bum. That means we're finished with our unit. So we're going to do the lesson check, and next time I see you for science, we're going to go over our study guide for our test next week. All right, now that we just read our lesson 5 in science, here's your lesson check. It says write the word next to the description it matches. So on these lines, you're either going to put pollution, recycle, or refuge. So read those definitions. Number 4, make sure you read this carefully. It says name 3 ways people can help keep the land, water, and air clean. 3 ways from our book. Okay, and why do we need refuges? What do they do? How do they help animals? Okay. Then number 6, it says think about many things you throw away. Just think about in your daily life what you throw away. What is something you throw away that you could recycle or reuse in some way? So this is a 2-part question, so make sure you're answering both parts, okay? So if you have any questions, just let me know, okay?